What's up, everybody?
What's going on, family? How y'all do? How you do, young lady?
All is well in Hotlanta. You good?
I'm good. I'm in Chi-Town.
Okay, you in the hometown.
Mm.
Nice. Well, everybody, welcome back to Seasoned AzF. And today we're scrolling into the world of digital boundaries. At this big age, we're not arguing in the comments. We're muting, we're blocking, and minding our mental health. So let's talk about what it means today to protect your peace in the online world after 45. You ready to get into it, Skills?
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All
You
right. So
first, or are you going first? What we doing
I'm
today?
going, ladies first today. Ladies first.
Well, do your thing, man, young lady. I don't
Thank you,
mind.
sir. Thank you kindly. So like what type of content or behavior makes you hit unfollow or unfriend people these days?
You pretty much got the right one for that question because I don't. It don't take much for me to block and follow. I wish I could block people in real life, in person. Just walk up
You
to them
like
and just hit block. No, but on a serious note, I don't really tolerate any disrespect. I don't tolerate any negativity. I think it's enough of that out there in the world. So if somebody has a negative comment or something negative to say about anything that I post or anything that I have going on my social media, that'll instantly get you blocked.
instantly.
Instantly, because it don't. There's really no space for it and no time for it in my eyes. So, I'm quick to cut that off, just because that's not what I put out. That's not what I feed into. So I don't feel that I deserve that or need to entertain that, nor have anyone else reading that on my comments. So,
That's
do
fair. Peace.
what about you?
So for me, I am very, even though my page is public, um, well, before my page was public, let's go back a little bit. I was very particular about like who I accepted as a friend. Like I literally had like 800 friend requests just sitting there like, and I just really like usually like accepted people that I had some type of real connection to versus just random people to make the number go up. So that was initially kind of my thing. But as I, made my page public, I don't know if it's lucky or blessed or just the energy that I put out there. I don't really deal with a lot of like negativity and crazy madness on my page. I haven't really had a lot of experience with that. I'm not personally a big fan of like ghosting and blocking. It's just not something that I have had to do a lot of. Not that I wouldn't maybe, but I just haven't had the experience of having to do that. However, of course, if there was what they call trolling or people trolling on my page or people saying anything that was offensive or racist or, disrespectful, I would have no issue, especially at this big age, pushing whatever button is necessary for them to diss a damn peer. So, I don't have an issue with doing it, but it's just not something that I've really had to do a lot. You know what I mean?
I do. I do.
Oh. So, like, how do you feel like your social media habits have changed once you got over 45? Are you more private? Are you more peaceful with the things that you talk about and post on your page? Or do you feel like your voice is louder or more powerful? Like, how has things changed for you on social media?
I definitely. I don't know that it's really changed too much as far as what I feed into and what I watch and follow and what I search on social media. But I will say that, I'm definitely more vocal now about what I will put out there on social media and what I'm willing to speak about on social media.
Mm,
I think when I was younger, I was a little bit more cautious and nervous about saying some things on social media, but
mm,
now seasoned as fuck. I really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I really don't.
Yeah,
But I say it and put it out there just because, I think that's just something that comes with the good old seasoned age. You're not afraid to say what you want to say no more.
that's
So
right. That's right. Makes good sense. I hear that a lot from our people. You know what I'm saying? You know, we get to saying things that we might have wanted to say for a while. We say a lot more freely these days.
absolutely, there's no fear, no hesitation. Like it is what
Okay.
you know. eh, I think a lot of other people have made it very clear that they don't care about what they say on social media and what they say to harm other people. Now, I still don't put anything out there to harm anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't bite my tongue as much because I feel like some of the things that I have to say, it'll do somebody some good if they heard it.
Okay. They might be helping some people.
Right? Just keep it a hundo for y'all.
Absolutely. Like, for me, I'm probably a little more slightly more active on social media than I was when I was younger because I just, I'm such a real people person. I would rather deal with real people. And I just did not ever really give that much time to social media. I mainly used it, for keeping in touch with family or, being able to see what like high school friends were doing these days and college friends were doing these days. That's the main thing that I used to, and or, for business purposes. Those were the main things that I use social media for, which is still the case today as I've gotten older. But I definitely, try to just show up a little bit more, try to just make sure that with all the madness that goes on and the negativity that goes on, I feel like, the world can use a little more harmony and peace. So I try to show up and drop a little bit more of that. Uh, don't make that face.
I heard how you snuck your name in there, but
You
go
did.
ahead.
You heard that. I was talking about the harmony with a Y though, but this is the harmony with an I, but same difference. Um, yeah, just I try to do that. So that's what I do different these days on social media.
Okay, okay. Well, so my thing with social media is, and I guess this will be a really good, interesting thing to know or see what your DMs are in social media. Have you ever had anything in your DMs that was inappropriate or took it to a level to the point to where you had to either block someone or remove them softly or whatever the case may be? So kind of has anybody touched one of those DM boundaries for you?
Okay. Um, for the longest time, like, of course, like, probably when it first started, I was like, what the hell is DM? What does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm for real, like, skills. Don't do that. Like,
You're
I
not
really, huh? I didn't. I really didn't know.
you're not that serious. You know what a DM is.
No, I know now, but I'm saying like when they first was like, I was like, what is a DM? How do what do you mean get in somebody's DM? What are you talking about? But now, I think kind of like the weirdest things that have gone on. Of course, people, may try to holler or whatever in the DMs, on occasion. But I feel like I've had some like catfishing situations in DMs, like people, reaching out, pretending to be X when they really Y. I feel like I've had some of that. I feel like I've had some job scammy type stuff happen in the
Okay.
DMs because I'm an entrepreneur, so sometimes people reach out, for business purposes that way, and I've had some questionable things that way, and so yeah, we got to stop all of that in its tracks immediately. So those are kind of like the weirdest type of things that go on, and of course, like anytime I find out something's going on, my first go to all the time, I don't even if it's something inappropriate, I'm still gonna be like before I like block something, I'm just gonna tell you like now, this was like unnecessary and ridiculous. So I think you should just, make sure don't contact me again and, take me off of your whatever. And I go about it that way first. And usually that works. They just honor the request. But if they were not to not honor the request, then I guess I would have to block somebody.
Oh, you're so polite.
I it's the British in me. What can I say?
I I just block them. Just block them.
I know. I'm here trying to talk them
Enjoy.
immediately. You the block king. We talked
Wait,
about that. I'm like, because I be trying to really understand and want to know, like, why did you think that was okay? Like, okay, never mind. I don't
you
have to
can't.
understand everything.
Yeah, you can't understand crazy. You can't
I
match that.
know. You're right. How about you?
But for me, it's the I don't know if you've ever received this before, but it's the disappearing images or the disappearing messages that that people send now in your DMs. Have you ever experienced that?
Tell me more, and then I'll let you know. It doesn't sound familiar yet.
So people will send you something that they don't want to see or want you to see only once and only for a brief second.
Oh, what we talking about? Skills.
They'll send a message or a
Oh,
photo or what
okay.
is just a disappearing message. So it's not meant to stay there. So after you view it,
It goes away.
it instantly disappears.
It's like back in the day, that cartoon. This message will self destruct, and you look at it and it's gone.
And it's
Inspector Gadget.
yeah. So so you never experienced that.
Not that I can recall.
So that is a weird thing for me when people send, and that'll quickly get you blocked as well. Like
You just
weird,
be wanting to block people.
weird thing for me, it's just like, okay, stand behind what you send. Stand behind what
Right.
what if I didn't catch it that quick moment? What if I was looking at the television and when you sent it, opened it up and it's gone? Now I can't see it. Like, stand
They don't want
behind.
you to say nothing. What's the purpose? I don't understand what the purpose is.
Well, I think what it is that they know it's inappropriate.
Oh,
That's the reason why I blocked them. Like whatever you're sending that needs to disappear, you know it's inappropriate for you to
mm,
send it. So I think it's a little, shady of Instagram to even allow that to be
allow
on,
that.
the platform.
It may go away. Enough people will eventually complain, and it'll probably go away like other things have come and gone.
Most people enjoy it.
Oh, really?
I
Wow.
think I think most people on social media are inappropriate and they like inappropriate
A
things.
lot of petty people.
I think the media likes the block button.
I'm gonna get some of that. I'm gonna let you rub off on me a little bit. Just start blocking people. Boom, 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 boom.
It's enjoyable. I'm telling you,
I
it's
know. I have a lot of friends who are from your tribe, and I just be cracking up. They block me. They block people so fast. They just be like, "Oh, I blocked this person." I'm like, "What they do?" And it's something so simple and whatever. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. Ah,
it. I'm telling you, it's better than a piece of candy.
oh my
It's
goodness. Well, I must try it.
try it just for fun. Just try it one day. Be like, I don't really care if you. Beep, beep. Telling you, I'm going to invent it. So anybody, I'm making it record now. If
No,
anybody comes out with it before me, it's my idea.
they got it from you.
I'm gonna find a way to block somebody in person,
Ooh,
to where you can no longer hear what they're saying. You just see their mouth. They just blocked.
you gonna mute them. That's gonna
Just,
be good. That's gonna be a good one.
I'm coming up.
Instant millionaire.
Instant gratification for me. Instant.
Absolutely.
All right, so I got a little curveball one for you.
Okay.
Still pertaining to social media, still on the ram of what we talking about, still in that era.
Mm-hmm.
But so this thing for me, and I struggle with this because I don't believe in using filtered photos
Mm.
and some of the AI photos and some of the photos and stuff on social media. To me, where you have to look at and have to pay attention to it and have to kind of figure out how much work they did on this photo before they posted it.
Right.
You, who are you actually seeing and who are you not?
Mm.
That's one of my big things, and that's my question to you. Do you, put filters on your photo? Do you edit them before you post them? Do you, you know what I mean? Do you go through all of these different steps to make sure that your photo is perfect before you post it?
So for me, if I knew how to do half of that, I might partake in it a little more frequently. However, since my use of the technology is probably at about a C minus, I'm definitely not using no AI pictures. I'm not, I don't know how to do that. I know how to, use AI to make an image, but I don't do that on images of myself.
Got
Not that I wouldn't, but I just don't. Um, I don't think it's anything wrong with it as long as you're not trying to pass off the image as anything, other than what it is. I
it.
feel like I saw on Instagram and or Facebook that you have to put like a little, almost like how you put parental advisory. You have to put like a little something if you used AI in a way that it's making it seem like it's supposed to be normal or natural and it's
Mhm.
not, and you used AI. So you're supposed to notify or put something on there. Whether that happens or not, I have no idea. And do I use filters? Absolutely. I am seasoned. So sometimes, you know, I'm somewhere and I don't walk around with makeup on my face every day. So, I might be somewhere like, oh, I might look tired, but I need to take a photo. So I'll put like a little natural filter or something on it. Yes. But I don't, all my pictures are not filtered. So I think I have a good balance of natural pictures and, stuff with light filters on them. I feel like these days, especially with just filters, because I hear a lot of guys always talk about, especially like on dating sites and when they're trying to date, that they met somebody online and they look one way and they met him in person. They was like, who the hell is that? So that's a bit excessive or a bit much. Like you don't want to be a completely different person. Even if I use a filter, I still look like myself. I might just like look like myself with a little makeup on. I mean, when women put on makeup, that's a filter. I mean, it's the same thing, just digital.
It,
So yeah.
it is in a way, but I think my struggle is with it, and the reason why I don't really care for it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you and I came from the modeling world, you know what I
Right.
mean? And you know, my main issue with it is like I like authentic people, and I
Me
like
too.
authenticity and flaws, and I think that's where I find the most beauty in people.
Yeah.
Flaws. If you got a scar on your, on your cheek, or if you got
Mm-hmm.
a scar on your lip, or you got a knot on your head, or whatever the case, I think that's what to me, what shows me the most beauty in people is their flaws.
Absolutely.
I think we've gotten to a plastic world to where people try to erase their flaws and
Yeah.
erase things that make them beautiful. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Got you remember back in the day when the mole on your cheek used to be.
Used to draw them on there.
It's to the point to where, if any of that is there, they want to filter it out and get rid of,
Hmm.
make themselves look like they're, completely flawless. And I just,
Why am I watering today?
I think that's my major deal with, the filters and the stuff on the photos. Now the AI is something different, you know what I mean? Like we're coming to that, we're all gonna have to get used to that and get ready for that. But, I just want to see some people in their natural state with their photos.
Absolutely.
And it's okay. There's beauty in all things, there's beauty in all people, including your flaws. I think people should embrace those a little bit more and
I agree with you.
let those shine. I think those build character and because I know everybody know this person that I'm getting ready to talk about, Mary J. Blige.
Mm-hmm.
She has a scar on her face, like
Mm-hmm.
her eye that's always been there through her entire,
Mm-hmm.
and she's always let that show.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's beautiful. I think it's one of the most beautiful things. She, of course, she got the beautiful lips and the beautiful eyes and all of that, but I think
Mm-hmm.
scar on her face shows that she's human. You
Right.
know, shows that she's been through a little something, and she, her whole life has not been
And she's
filled.
not trying to hide it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
been filtered, and I think that's beautiful. So,
For sure. I I
cover up who y'all are. Like, just let it be. Let it
I
be.
understand, sometimes, we just be wanting a little help every now and again. And don't think it's just women, baby, because I have seen a
That,
mini filter on a man, honey. I done seen a mini AI picture. Like, what are you doing? So it's not,
definitely didn't.
yeah.
Definitely don't believe that. No, I think it's just people in general. Like, they will
Hmm.
prefer to see themselves always in the best light,
Right.
and I just don't think that's a true representation of anyone. I think everyone is flawed in some way, and everyone has flaws that make them even more beautiful than that filtered photo.
Absolutely. I think too, for a lot of women, sometimes they kind of hold on to, you know, the most authentic parts and pieces of them for people who they feel that they can be that vulnerable with. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people who get to see those aspects of you. You know what I'm saying? That's not for everybody to see. I know a lot of people who kind of think with that mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I have friends who they not leaving the house without a full face of makeup on. You know what I'm saying? And so if you've seen them without their makeup on, that means that you're close to them, or you're, whatever the case may be. So a lot of people, use it as a mask, or use it as a hide behind it. And it's all, all kinds of reasons. And of course, then, it's a whole bunch of, natural people who don't, do anything, no makeup, no filter, no this, no that. So, you know, I agree with you. I am a huge fan of authenticity as well. However, I will utilize tools from now and then to do whatever I want to do at the time.
I understand, and everybody has they're entitled to do what they choose to do. But
Yes.
lady, full face of makeup in the gym is ridiculous. Just so y'all know, it's ridiculous.
Right. They sweating and they face dripping.
Listen, it's ridiculous. Your last, your your last twitching because you're trying to live somewhere. Come on, full face of makeup, then not
Good point.
necessary.
Good point. Oh
All right,
gosh.
so then let's jump into something else. A little bit something a little more fun. You
Okay.
remember you call scroll chat?
Ow. Y'all be scrolling on them phones. My Lord, people lose hours and days of their life scrolling on the phone.
Yeah. So how has or what have you seen lately that you scrolled past that just gave you your whole life?
Something I saw this week that I just thought was there were two things. I got to share both of them because I can't pick. So, and I'm gonna be quick. But one of them was um, a woman saying, you know, women make men happy by, and it was like a list of 5 things. And then it said men make women happy, and it was a list of about 100 things. It was a list of about 100 things that kept saying you got to do this, 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 this. Oh, and don't forget this, and then make sure you don't miss out on this. And it was the funniest thing. It was just so ridiculous. It was hilarious. I definitely had to share that with a few friends. And and then the other thing that I saw that was a good conversation piece that I shared with my male friends was this question: if you had to relinquish one of these forever, which would you choose? And it was money, women, football, money, women, football. Uh, Golly, I can't remember the other ones. I wish I had it in my. I'm gonna think about it in a second. I can't remember the other two, but it was like 5 things, and all the guys was like, "Oh, music, money, women, football, music, and I don't know. I can't think. I should have had the things in my head before I tried to tell the story, so I messed it up. But I put it in the comments. But it was hilarious, and all the men, of course, pretty much chose the same thing. They got rid of music, which I could never do. I would die a slow death if I missed music for one day. I'm dead on
Right.
sight. So I thought it was very, very funny that all the guys kind of was like, music is the thing that's going to have to go. I was like, wow, that's crazy. The other thing was football, if I didn't say football.
Oh, they said they could get rid of football.
No, they would not get rid of football. They would get rid of music.
Got you. Yeah, no, I would trade. If I had a choice between those two, I would definitely get rid of football over music.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Foot Music is healing. Football kills people.
Some
I
people
mean,
like that entertainment. I don't know. There's some fellas that like they can't live without football. I just,
but like I said, it kills it, folks.
Right. What about you? Anything interesting you saw this week?
I did. So I saw something that was really, really funny.
Okay.
Um, but I love to see people falling on videos like that. That is one of my favorite things. Like I love to see somebody run into a glass door.
Oh
I love to
Lord.
see somebody fall on some ice. I can watch that all day, and I'll laugh at it.
You laughing at people's demise? That's
Absolutely. If it's out there, they posted it. I'm laughing at it. Yeah, so it was one that somebody took the time to put together this really nice reel of people falling.
oh gosh.
Added music to it, and each fall had its own theme music. And when I tell you, I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh
But it
goodness.
hilarious. Like they was falling to the beat. They they was like some of it had dramatic music if the fall was slow. You know what I mean? But hilarious. They took a lot of time and effort to find the right songs and the right fall music for people's falls. It was hilarious.
And they gave you your life this week.
Gave me my whole scroll life. I was enjoying it to the fullest.
All right.
So one other thing before we jump off of social media, just real quick, I know we got to go, you guys. We appreciate y'all's time. We appreciate you getting in there. But I just want to say this on social media, and I know this wasn't supposed to be a part of our program and about what we were doing, a part of our podcast tonight. But I really want to say that we have to do better as a people with social media by
Mm,
what we watch and what we feed into on social media. We have to do better with that because that stuff affects our mental health
absolutely.
and our mental wellness. Like what you feed, just like a commercial. If you
Hmm.
see a commercial over and over and over again, and you're repeating that commercial, and you sitting up watching TV for hours, and you just saw that commercial 10 times.
Hmm.
Say, for instance, it was a new drink that they were promoting. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be at the store buying that new drink when it's not even
Hmm.
something you would have wanted, something that you would have even, subconsciously, you've seen that so many times. It's been so repetitive that you watched it over and over and over again. You start to believe that, hey, I need to go and try that. Like it's a new Sprite, a new, flavored Sprite that they then came out with, a new blueberry.
Absolutely. They know that stuff work. That's why they pay millions of dollars for it.
Don't even like blueberries, but you going out and find this blueberry Sprite because you've been sold on this
Try
commercial
it.
over and over again. So I just
Mm.
want you all to keep that in mind. Like make sure that when you watching social media, like you're not watching all these fight videos and this, what I
Right.
mean, violent videos and yeah, my guilty pleasure is watching people fall on videos. That don't mean I'm that don't mean I'm going out falling, but I'm just saying
Or tripping people.
or tripping. But when you feed into that type of negativity, it begins to affect your mental health. So even with your
Mhm.
please watch your children, watch what they're watching on social media. And if they're watching all fight videos and they're doing that, 9 times out of 10 they're going to end up in a fight at school, and you're going to be trying to figure out what and where and how you're going to get them into another school because they didn't got kicked out. I'm just saying.
Okay. True. Very true. Good point. Good point. Definitely worth adding to the conversation.
Appreciate it.
Hmm.
What else you got? What you
Well,
got?
We just need to get ready to get up out of here. That's all.
Did I make it go over time again? I told you I'd be long
You
with this,
didn't. We don't have no time. We seasoned. We pretty much do what we want.
and I be trying to get it all in while we can get it in, though.
That's right. Tell the
Well,
people what they need to do.
hey, please, 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 like, subscribe, watch, follow, share, talk about, share, word of mouth, promote this over and over and over and over again. Like them commercials y'all be watching, promote this and let everybody see that there is a channel out there for the seasoned as fuck people. Yes,
Absolutely.
yes,
Absolutely. And make
but
sure it
I see.
that part. And make sure, guys, in the comments for today's show, you guys tell us the social media boundary that you've set for yourself that kind of changed your piece. Drop it below. We're taking notes from the grown folks and letting everybody know some things that they can try to make sure they keep their peace and their sanity in social media. So we appreciate you guys for hanging in there with us. Make sure, like Skillz said, you subscribe, you share, and stay seasoned as F. Peace.